Hello and welcome to TrainSim TV. My name's Tom and today you join me at Rochester on the Chatham mainline route. In this video we will be having a look at a new free sound pack. It's a sound pack, enhancement pack if you will, from SamT's sound mods. Now if you're not aware of these, they do some fantastic little free sound mods and packs to existing stock to give them a bit more of a lease of life. I'm just going to drag over the webpage just so you guys can have a little quick look just to see what there is. Links are also just in the description below, so if you want to head over there yourself as well, you can do and download some of the fantastic stuff that they have on for offer for you. So the first one you see is the Class 313 sound mod, and then it lists underneath what comes with that. There's one for the 165, 166. I actually do recommend that one quite a lot because it actually makes that Kuju unit a lot better for its age. We do need a massive revamp for that really, but this does that job really nicely. Moving on, we have the 180 sound mod, 395 sound mod, and the one we are going to be looking at today is this one, the Class 375/377 Enhancement Pack. This I think is the biggest pack in terms of size that the team at SamT Sound Mods have ever put together. This one has a huge list of things compared to the rest. It's on 1.3 already. It's only been out a couple of days, but I tried running this a day or two ago on version 1.2, and unfortunately I couldn't get any sound working, but thankfully now they have fixed that, and also it is instead of a drag and drop, this now is provided as installer for 1.3, which is really easy to install. It was easy enough before on drag and drop, but something wasn't quite working, I believe, and it wasn't installing the pack properly, hence why there was no sound at all coming from the unit. So this one fixes all that. So if you have downloaded 1.2, go head over and get 1.3 if you was having issues. So the features on this pack, so it features brand new audio. This mod was created from the ground up to reflect the Class 375 and the Class 377 as realistically as possible. The features brand new audio, brand new 4K textures, advanced motor sound simulation, tweaked driving physics, new camera angles for the cab, passenger view and heads out view. Also applies to all Chatham mainline Class 375, 377 consists, meaning it will fully be scenario compatible. I don't think it actually applies to any other Class 377s. I did try running one of the basic ones from Brighton mainline, but that seemed to not be applied. So if that is a possibility that you can do SamT, that'd be fantastic if you could do that maybe in the future, just to sort of support the rest of the many packs for the 377 and 375 that are out there. And also some workshop ones as well. That'd be nice to see if you could, if it can be implemented across all them. And finally, it includes one scenario courtesy of YR Scenarios, as known as Yowie, and that is the 2K90 Rochester to London Victoria via Catford. Additional to the features, the requirements are also listed below for the scenario. It is essential that you have Chatham mainline or the Medway Valley line, Brighton mainline, Class 378 and or the North London line, the Class 458, Class 455/8, sorry, I do apologise, Southern, the Class 465/2, the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 465 Sound Pack Extra Stock, and finally the ATS Class 700, 707, 717 pack. And credits and honourable mentions are LDN Rail, Great British Railworks, Marcus Footus 2, Yowie, and of course everyone who donated to SamT's Patreon page to make it possible. So I will pop this link in the description so you can have a look at this and anything else that's on the packs on the website. There's some other bits down here as well through the 465 and stuff like that. So we are going to run the scenario that Yowie has created. So what we're going to do is we're going to of course drive the scenario as we usually would, but also having a look and a listen to the sounds and just to see what they're like and everything. So let's get ourselves into the cab and get ourselves sorted. So, morning driver. Open the doors here at Rochester, where we are due to form the 0717 service to London Victoria. As of now, no delays are expected, but please note that the line is quite busy this morning, so keep an eye out for those red light signals. Have a safe trip. So, what's new? Now, in the cab, I'm not sure if there's anything been changed or not, but this is the first time I've ever actually seen these screens working, so I'm not too sure if these are new or not to the pack. This is something I've never really driven before, this Class 375. I've driven the 377 and stuff like that, but I've never actually driven this. So, if these are already existing, do let me know in the comments below, but if these are new, that's fantastic to see. So I'm not really sure on that one, but you can already hear the air conditioning sounds, so that's one good thing, and they do sound quite different compared to I think AP side. We've got window sounds. We'll get them open. There's no sounds on that. Let's get that open. No sliding sounds though. Nothing on that one, but you could hear the other one making like a clicking sound. So let's get the... So I like the AWS horn on that. And the bing is actually quite a prolonged one as well. It doesn't sort of like just drop off there quick. It sounds like a newish AWS, to be honest. That we get ourselves set up on the speed controller there. So it's 15 out of here. So it mentioned as well there's new cab views. So you got this one. We've also got over here as well, there's different views there. Also there is the fresh cam like AP do. They've included one of these, which is really nice to see. So your normal heads out and this one. So we'll be using this one to have a listen in a short while. In the passenger saloon, there's extra views as well. Not sure if the interior texture has been touched or not, so I'm not going to touch upon them. So, loads of different views. Tons of different seating positions. Virtually nearly every single seat's been covered here. That's good. I do like a stand-up one as well, so we can actually look around there. So the doors are shutting. Before we go, just going to listen. You can hear the buzzing of the traction motors there. So they sound good. We need some lights on, like that. So we're going to go for the fresh cam. I'm going to shut myself up for a minute and let you listen to this. So overall, they sound fantastic. Now, I'm not a massive buffing of knowledge of these units, but the sounds do sound pretty convincing. They've got the ghostly motor sounds on there as well, which you can certainly hear. My speed set isn't even working. I just realised I'm just going to turn that off. That's just a waste of time. But yeah, they do sound fantastic. Now, the one thing you might have heard was the horn. Now, I'm not overly convinced with the horn. I think the horn, compared to the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 377 horn, I think it's lacking. AWS horn sounds good as well. That's cracking. No faults with that. But yeah, I think the horn is one of the things that, to me, lets the pack down. Yeah, compared to the AP one, that one sounds a lot more convincing to me. It just sounds really a bit tinny as well. If I put it on in here, I mean, it sounds better in the cab, I'm not going to lie, compared to outside. I'm not overly convinced. But what I'm going to do now is going to go back outside to the flash view so we can listen to the motors going up to speed now. So I'm going to stop talking again and we'll be back in a moment. Now, I don't know about you, but I think they sound absolutely fantastic. I've starting off at a lower sound, that you can tell the pitch is getting more and more as you're accelerating a lot faster and getting up to speed. You can tell the sense of motion on there as well. With the motor bogies going as well. The pitch, I think the pitch is fantastic on that when you're getting up to the 80-mile-an-hour mark. Really nice. I like the track joint sounds as well. I love the track joint sounds. The flange squeal as well, that's really good. So they've done a fantastic job with these recordings. Does transform the unit. So it's getting a lot of ticks from myself. Again, the only thing is the horn, but everything else is getting top marks here. For a free pack, it's absolutely superb. If this can be rolled out across all 377s, it'd be fantastic. I mean, the Class 377 sound pack from AP has been out for a good number of years now. It's very good still. Don't get me wrong, it's still a good pack. I know they have some. I do believe they have sounds for a new pack down the line. I know they've been doing recordings and stuff like that. I remember seeing posts and stuff on Facebook. So of course that will end up being a thing one day. But it's nice to see we have these extra packs being made by people out off their own back. And I give it a thumbs up all the way. So we're coming to Soul Street now, so we're going to go back out to the cam, just listen to the motor sounds coming down. You heard the compressor sound as well when we departed there, so they're new also. One thing I'm not going to talk about is the livery and the new 4K skins, because I don't know if we're using the new skin or not. So I'm not going to talk about a skin, I don't have a clue out. I'm just going to drive this and just, of course, listen to it. Next up is Mepham? I can't remember how it was pronounced. I do apologise if I've got that wrong. I literally did this route the other night on stream as well, I think last Wednesday. I think I got it wrong then as well. Let's have a listen to what it sounds like in the cab. You can hear that ghostly motor winding down as well from the cab. Very faintly, you can still slightly hear it, so that's good. Now at the minute we do have the window open. So what we'll do is as well, we'll have a play with the motor sounds with the windows shut. See if there's any difference on that. Because of course AP is known for the different types of sounds with your windows, not doors. You can drive your door open if you can, but not on this you can't. I'm just going to shut the window. I don't think there's any change with the window. That would have been nice if you could have had, even if it was just when you open the window you hear a little bit of like wind as well. But no, there's no change on that. Next up is Farningham Road. We'll have a look also, so we're going to be calling it Swanley, Mary Cray, St Mary Cray, sorry, Bromley South, Bellingham, Denmark Hill, and London Victoria. 26 miles to go. So we're driving a section of a route that I've hardly driven, but in the past week I've driven it twice. Weird, you come to not do anything for a while and then you eventually get it quite a few times, so it's nice to have a little play around with stuff I don't really do much. I'm not too sure if we've got new controller sounds or not when we knock it over. So I'm not really going to do much commenting on them. I mean, the main thing that is noted on the website description is that it's the motor sounds and stuff, so I'm not too sure if any like the cab control sounds have been tweaked with. Well, the workers out today. So we're going to Farningham Road. What I'll do is I will go into the passenger view so we can have a listen to what they sound like in there. So I'll keep quiet again now and let you enjoy the sounds as we come to the platform. So they sound really, really good in the passenger view. You can actually hear the motors, like, obviously winding down. One thing I did notice is when you take it out of like step 1 and 2 into neutral, it abruptly cuts out. It's one of the things I've noticed a lot with SamT sound. That's one of the other drawbacks is it doesn't like do a gradual sort of fade. It just sort of you can notice the cut out on it. It's a bit of a drawback, but overall I'm loving them sounds. So we're gonna have a listen to it now, starting off, see what they sound like. So again, they sound good starting off. You can hear you can tell the sound of the bogies as well as getting more to speed as well. They make that sort of like it's hard to explain. They make like a distinctive sound when they get going. You can notice it a lot on Pendolinos as well when they're going at speed. Make like it's like if I say like a whining, grinding noise, sort of keep going constantly. Quite an interesting sound, quite distinctive. You can sort of pick it out on this. So we're just arriving into Swanley now. Track joint sound really nice in the cab as well. Oh, we've got lights on the wrong way. So this scenario is 65 minutes long as well. One thing you didn't really notice there is the AI having any sound, so I'm not sure if that's an issue. Possibly with the pack, maybe. There didn't seem to be any audio at all coming off that. Mainly track joints. See if we can learn anything of this one. You can hear it now. Strange. St Mary Cray is our next station. The air conditioning sounds quite nice as well. It's not overpowering. It's quite a decent subtle level. Like 15 miles to London Victoria. We'll do some drive-by sounds as well next. So we'll get up to speed and you can have a listen. Next station is also Bromley South. So that's just warning us we're down to 60 mile an hour in the next 0.7 of a mile. We've got to get to 60 sorry, first. Let's go outside and listen. We do have a red, apparently. Oh, we have a yellow, so we can proceed. Bearing in mind that the next signal will be currently red. It has changed to yellow, so we'll put some more power on. 1.7 to Bromley South as well. Definitely does sound better in the cab, that horn. Everywhere else, I'm not overly keen. We are currently going to be held here. So we do have a service just at the next station. And he's just leaving though now. We do have a yellow signal. Okay, the compressor there. Well, I don't want to power up one. Bromley South is our next station stop. $11 miles to Victoria. We'll do another motor cam and have another listen. We are down to 40 for a short brief period. Our next stop is Bellingham as well. Right, so we'll do another passenger view departure this time. We'll take from this view this time. Down to 40 miles an hour. Next stop is Denmark Hill as well. We're getting closer towards London now. You can just see London in the distance, in the skyline. Again, guys, if you are enjoying these sounds and you want to get these sounds yourself, don't forget, head down to the link in the description below and go and grab yourself a copy of the 375/377 Enhancement Pack from SamT. It was Denmark Hill and London Victoria. 7.3 miles to Victoria. Down to a single yellow onto a red. So the repeater there telling us that the next signal is red. We'll try and also cover some other of Sam's packs in the coming months on the channel. One that does also feature in other videos and even in AI is the Class 180 pack. You probably will hear that in certain videos that we have. One being Doncaster Spotting, that will be out or is coming out in quite soon. I think this one's going to be out first, so it should be after this video, so do look if you want to hear that one before we do a video on that. That pack's been out for a while, but we've just never got around to doing any videos as such. We've just been given a yellow here as well. And double yellow. Just 1.5 miles to Denmark Hill now. One thing I've noticed is not actually got a DSD on this. No, that's not the SamT Pack's fault either, that's just down to the train. So we're up to 30 now as we cross over. If we just crawl it up, we might just get a yellow. Or maybe not. Oh, there we go. More or less. So we're following a service just ahead over there. And this is Denmark Hill. I'll try and go for a screen grab there, but that is not going to work. So our next and final stop will be London Victoria. What we'll do is we'll do one final look around the sounds, and as we come into the platform we will also do the passenger view coming into the stop. That's the only one we've not done twice now, so we'll get that one in. And then we'll also do a little roundup as well. Just 1.97 now to Victoria. Apparently we're due in at 8:23, which is quite a long way off time-wise, so I'm not too sure if we're going to get held or not. I do need to get a screen grab. I'm just going to try this one here with... No, that's not going to work. Sun's in a really awkward position. That should do. And we're down to 30 miles per hour now. Well, I don't think we are actually 1.97 because it's not. It's doing that weird thing where it doesn't count down the miles. Because we are actually here. That's more, I'd say, than 1.97 at the minute. We are being held at a signal. The signal ahead has failed. Please press tab to pass. Okay. Done. Now it's counting down the miles. Well, it's still saying about 7 minutes to get into the actual station. We're literally out on the outside. Does look a bit better seeing the background there. Might try and use that as a image. Right, so we want a screenshot over this side. Wrong button. I want to make sure there's no 8 west, which there is, and we haven't missed it, which is a good thing. Sun's always on the other side, which is really annoying. That scuppered my shot anyway. Well, anyway, so my little roundup is absolutely fantastic pack, and hats off to Sam and anyone else that's been involved with this pack. Anything with recordings and stuff like that, you've all done a fantastic job. Again, just a couple of little niggles, like the horn was one of them, and the cutout, abruptness of the cutout when like in brakes going into off, it's just sort of cut out when he was outside. But overall, an absolutely fantastic pack, and for free as well. Really, really good. Hats off to you. You've transformed the unit. Again, if there's any chance that this can be passed out and rolled out over the other Class 377 packs or 375 packs that are out there, that would be absolutely superb as well, like, in my opinion. If that can be something that would be able to be looked into, I'd be rather pleased with that. Again, free, it's a winner. If you've got the train, go and get the pack. If you want to enhance that experience a little bit more, go for it. Don't forget as well, the link will be in the description. We've been held outside. All action stations. What are we waiting for? Is the big question. So we've been held for this. One of these units here, about, so I reckon it's one of this one here, Victoria Bromley. We might get the road in a second. Nope. Throwing my mouse around as well, as you do. Just waiting for this networker, I think. So we do have the signal now. So I'm going to go back into the passenger view and we're just going to enjoy that stopping, the motor sound stopping. So as well, it was just that fade out when you step one. It just abruptly cuts out when you go off. No track joint sound. I can't get bored of them. Fantastic. There's little clunks and stuff you hear as well when you're in the passenger. Really nice. So I do hope you've enjoyed this video and hope it makes you want to get the pack. Again, it's totally free and available from SamT Railwork Mods, which is in the description below. Don't forget you can like, share, subscribe, leave us some feedback, and if you've seen anything you'd like us to video, do leave us that comment as well, and we'll try our best to have a look. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/TrainSimTV_Tom. And also at twitch.tv/TrainSimTV_Mark. My channel, which is TrainSimTV_Tom, is the one that is the most regular on for being live. It's usually Wednesdays and Fridays from about 7:30 between there and 8 PM, and then on into the evening, doing various different things, driving, route building, etc. We do let you know also on the YouTube community feed and on our Discord and Facebook channels. So take it easy, guys, and be safe out there, and we will see you again on the next video. Take care and bye for now.